I'm a little nervous now, buddy.
You're sinking! You're sinking, bro!
We might have up there, bud.
This may not be good, buddy.
Oh, we're sinking ship. It cut off.
Oh my God.
Well, guys, welcome to today's video. If you did not see the last video, we got some bad news. We kind of just wrapped that one up, but the big Outlander is sunk. But obviously now this thing is toast. So far, what we have learned, there's no water in the air box. The oil so far, which we have not turned it over or nothing, the oil so far is still oil and not milk. So that's good.
Rated, buddy.
Man, don't even come over here with that shit. But we for sure got water in the exhaust because it sat underwater for quite a while and all the vents are full of water. Joe, every time you show up, it's either you or me, somebody's going down.
Last time, wait a minute now. Last time you broke my front drive shaft and my winch.
Oh, okay,
We're even now. We're even now.
I just had to sink a $15,000 motor. Uh-oh. Well, there's water in the air box now and I've already drained this one. That's strange. But step one of unsinking the big bike, we gotta get this thing on the trailer. Taylor, you wanna take over, buddy? There you go. Ah! There it is! Keep her straight, brother!
It's really moving now, brother. Sad day right here in history. It's a sad, sad day.
There she is.
Okay, brother.
In total, I probably have like 50 grand, if you're not including the sponsors. But I think there's like 50 grand into that bike, 60. The motor is a big portion of that. That motor is very badass. Very, very concerned.
Braden, I think you just won up Julius on braking stuff.
Yeah, but to be fair, I've kind of paid for everything that's been broke, whether it's mine or his. Well, we're gonna roll this thing back to the house. We gotta wash it, get it in the garage. Well, guys, we have washed the foiler and it started raining. We actually are over at Kyle's. Kyle has unsunk a lot of bikes. This thing being as expensive as it is, good to have a couple sets of eyes on it. Hopefully, this thing will run after this. Hopefully, there's not even water in the top end. Highly, highly doubt it. There's like a 25% chance maybe that there's no water in the top end. More so I'm worried about all that grit, all that duckweed and
You know you're supposed to build them big so they don't sink.
Yeah, well, this one found the bottom. I did find the bottom, but it was like this much under mud. The swamp. Well, where you got stuck. Where those little foilers come in and they start digging down, well, they get stuck on the frame, and so you can only dig but so deep. And this one just kept digging. Got deep quick. But the water didn't go in the snorkels, and so far it doesn't look like we got water in the motor, or in the air box. That's a plus. Plenty of duckweed and mud to go around. Start stripping some plastics off this thing. We're getting ready to use Kyle's lift to drain everything out of the exhaust. We had it on a big hill. We should have got a lot of it. I'm sure there's still more in it. But once we do that, then we'll pull the plugs, turn it over. Maybe change the oil first. I don't know. We'll see. So this is the moment of truth.
Half-ass logic here is we pull the gas lines off now, we can drain maybe some of it and see if we get water, because it should be at the bottom.
Yeah.
But also mainly see if there's anything in the cylinders, and that's going to be the messy part.
We're definitely gonna want to check the oil after this to see if there's any water in the bottom.
Have you checked the oil at all yet?
Yeah, but it looked fine.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks like some water. There's plenty of water coming out of the exhaust. Not like a whole lot came out of the front, because there was already water all the way around it, but definitely some came out.
It's hard to tell because there was Gatorade in here previously.
Yeah. The Gatorade bottles are full. That's crazy how much fuel that's pushing.
Put that in the car. That's freaking good gas.
We'll let it sit and see if there's a water line.
How much, if any, water's in there?
You know, it's only $30 a gallon right here. Uh-oh, you ready for the start?
Plugs are back in. Fuel lines are back on.
Things are out of gear.
It was in neutral.
It was in low.
You know when you get this warning screen because all your oil's at the other side of the motor?
Is that what it did?
No, but probably soon.
Yeah, let's
probably lower it down now. Water in there?
Looks like old me so far.
Let's go hit it again.
still low. It's running. Looks good so far. We're definitely gonna have to go do some testing and hope it stays good. About to swap some oil around. Hopefully we don't find any water in the motor at all. Ooh. Got a little bit of something in there. So the oil doesn't look too great. Check this out. There's a little something in there. Nothing crazy, something slight. But the tolerances on this motor are a lot tighter. Like a stock bike, you sink it like I just did, you can probably do it 8 or 9, 10 times and be okay. No clue with a motor with tolerances this tight, making this much power. Guess we'll be learning together. Well guys, the big Outlander is back in the garage and it does run, but it does not run well. Now I think the problem is I think we still have water in our gas. And we're gonna have to siphon all that out, and we did only do one oil change because there didn't seem to be much water in the oil, but we are definitely gonna do a couple more oil changes just to be safe. I mean, it's not milky or anything, I just don't trust it. Now we went and spent another $130 on 5 gallons of fuel. Sadly, we ruined a lot of expensive fuel in this bike, and if you can't tell, Kyle may or may not have broke the snorkel. With that being said, we got a new snorkel piece and 3 oil change kits, because this motor is like somewhere between the $10,000 and $15,000 mark. We do not want to mess this motor up, and the fact that it's even ran with water in the gas, I'm a little concerned now. Now to get all the gas out of the gas tank, we got this fancy Hoojie right here, and it should suck everything out for us. You gotta plug it up to the old air hose, buddy. There we go. Now we're gonna run this down into the gas tank.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's coming. $30 a gallon coming out. You know, that thing works a lot better than siphoning it out with your mouth.
I was like, what?
Now there's about a half tank in here we gotta get out, so that's gonna be fun. Starting to look like it's done sucking. Says we still got a little bit in there. I don't think we're gonna be able to get all of it.
No bars?
Yeah. Oh, no bars.
Hey.
Perfect. But what we are gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pull these plastics. We're gonna pull those fuel lines, let the fuel pump out whatever's left in them. That way there's no more water going into that motor. Get to these fuel lines, we're gonna pull off the seat, which is heavy. Pop these plastics out. Put this thing back here in park. Pull it off. Got a fuel line right there that we can disconnect, and then the other one's somewhere in here. Okay, so I was wrong. There's one right here and one right here, and this one's gonna be a pain in the ass. Well, here's what we'll do. Instead of pulling the fuel lines, I hate doing it. Let's just crank it, let it burn out any fuel in the lines. Screw it. Let's check this over real quick. It don't look right, but it don't look bad. We're gonna change it anyway. Hi, we have successfully pulled the fuel lines. Ooh, bad. That's bad gas. We should not have been running that through the bike. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, you can just tell by the color that shit's bad. That might be the only gas that's left in there. Now here it comes. That's nasty. We should not have been running that in the bike. Oh, it makes me feel so bad. So the plan was to pull this off and do this. And then we kind of got to the point to where it was like, okay, those things are a pain in the ass to come off, and we should have just fiddled with it till we got it. That is nasty gas.
Good gosh. How is there that much in there?
See, empty.
Empty.
Well, we got a quarter of a 5-gallon bucket here. Holy cow. You can literally see the mud in the bottom of it. I can watch it move. That stuff's strong. See right in there?
Oh,
I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but that's bad gas. All right, well now that that's taken care of, hopefully running it for that minute and a half we did, thinking that they would run out, and it didn't. Hopefully that won't affect us too bad. Get these fuel lines back on. Oh, it's time for another oil change real quick. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Here
what?
comes the rain.
Hot shit. Oh, that is ugly, dude.
That's not good.
Oh, that's bad.
That's so bad. We fucked up AA, Ron. I was not expecting it to look like that. Hello. Come out, wherever you are.
Oh, yeah.
That looks splendid. That does not look healthy. Should we oil down the oil filter?
No.
Throw her in there?
Nah, it's not an air filter.
Oil filter? I think we all knew this day would come eventually, where we sunk the big Outty. But, yeah, it hurts a little worse right now. We've gone through quite a few motors in this bike, honestly. But this being the most badass motor we've ever had in a bike, this sucks. Time for some fresh oil.
You want a funnel, bud? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, we didn't put the drain plug back in. Just a little extra clean out, you know? Nah. now for some more oil. Do we know how many courses this takes?
No.
Okay, we're just gonna keep going. All right, now we need to add fuel. We need to start it. See if this has any milk to it. If it does have milk, change it. If it doesn't have milk, change it. Just so we know we're safe. Let's not put much of this in here, because you know, a gallon's $30 freaking. I just see the dollar bills rolling in.
Rolling out.
Yeah, same thing.
Into the gas tank.
See if it runs. Let it idle for like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Let that oil circulate through the motor, and then we're gonna swap it one more time. New oil filter, everything. Hopefully that'll fix all of our issues. I hope. We'll see. That looks like good oil. Where are you going? That oil didn't look as bad.
I think she's ready to run, son.
Yeah, I think we've changed the oil and the oil filter. Probably be alright. Could use another oil change if we really wanted to be picky. So everybody in the video of actually sinking this bike is like, oh, Brandon's now gonna build his bike bigger. No, it's not that I don't like Joe's bike. Joe's bike's badass, but they're different bikes. They're different builds set up to do different things. But that bike floating, I could see me doing some stupid shit with it.
So we need a floating bike?
Oh, we can make a Honda 300 float, but
we currently have nothing that can reach the far end of the swamp.
Talking about on the other side?
Yeah.
Oh, all it would take to go like do what Joe did,
so
right?
we don't have anything right now.
All we gotta do is slap those 32s on one of those TRX 90s and they'll go through it. Just floats across. If you can float like Joe did, it will get through anything.
So we're floating a TRX 90 on the next episode?
Oh, we could.
I don't know if any manufacturing company's got the balls enough to make us adapters that wide.
Oh, we're good. Supposedly. We'll ride it and check it and let it cool off. And
Maybe. Change it. Maybe.
It's fired up. Let's let it run a second. See if we get any oil in it. Any water in the oil.
Oh.
I know there's a lot of new people on the channel. So the guy that actually built me this bike, his name was Robert Parker. He has since passed away since building this bike. But he was like top in the game in Eastern North Carolina, maybe the East Coast. But being he's passed away, there's a lot of secrets that he's done to this motor that I don't know. That he wouldn't even tell me because he was scared about the information getting out there. And so that's why it's so important to me to like keep this motor original from how Robert built it. This motor's about the only thing I have from Robert, other than the bike itself. But that motor had secrets that only Robert knew. Let's look at this oil real quick. So we run it for like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes and give it one last final oil change and call it good. All right, let's throw on the helmet and let's go ride this thing for the first time since I've sunk it. Oh, let's hop up on the old girl. This is weird. Last time I was on it, it was sitting here in the water. Let's fire her up. Just gonna run her easy. We ain't gotta do nothing too crazy. We just wanna make sure that she's gonna run, not give us any issues, and to mix that oil up, change it one more time after this. My power steering's definitely a lot less. Maybe when we get this thing turning and moving, it'll be fine. Guess we're about to find out. But without power steering, this bike is unmanageable. Like, there it went. It's hard to tell when you're actually moving. You can really notice it. Oh, wait a second. This is a DPS button. Let's hold DPS, minimum, medium. Definitely need that thing on max. Not the best, but I think it's there. That's one thing about these big bikes is that power steering. Not having decent power steering sucks, man. I mean, it sucks. But hey, man, the beast is alive. We'll let her warm up real quick, hit a pull, and go check this oil. So far, it sounds like there's no hiccups with the throttle response or anything. Smoke it in 2-wheel drive real quick. That sounds phenomenal. Doesn't sound like anything's wrong. It's just smoker and high. Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous. These tires are grabbing. Oh dude, see, like that power steering, I'm having to huck this thing over. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Woo! My goodness. Power steering is a little weak. I'll have to call Danny and see if he has any ideas on it. They worked on that power steering last because it was not working at all last time. Let's hit another pull and go. Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous. Oh, I love it. This is such a bad bitch. Let me just tell you. We'll do one more pull and we'll head it back to the house. 3, 2, 1. And it just keeps going. Oh my gosh. I mean, those tires just stay throwing dirt. Yeah, I gotta figure out this power steering, man. This shit sucks. Oh no, I'm throwing mud everywhere. All right, let's send it. Woo! Shit! in mud now. This thing is nutty, bro. Exhaust sounds a little different. Something don't sound too right. It's running just fine. We'll check this oil real quick and try to figure out this power steering situation. We might have missed a few steps and didn't film a few steps, but we have changed the oil again, and we just got done painting this top piece for the snorkel. Oh shit, I just loosened the snorkel from the bottom side. Good enough.
I think we need to restock on some supplies.
Yeah, we are out of shit. Wasp spray? No, I'm just playing.
Dude, there's some on the front porch.
Ooh, let's get them.
There's a huge nest.
You know, I've been seeing these.
Oh,
You know, all
really?
the delivery drivers, whenever they're dropping boxes off, they're terrified. There's a shitload of them. Oh shit, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So why are you standing way out there?
You know,
You got a good shot of those?
I got a good running
Got a good
area.
kill shot going?
Go, 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 go. Spray, 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 spray. Spray, spray, spray. Yeah, boy.
Only one got away. This is good shit. But I do believe we are ready to go rip on this thing. The power steering definitely feels weak, so I'm gonna be curious. Well, maybe it's just for me riding the smaller bikes. I'm just used to less right now, but as long as this thing doesn't blow up, I think we're all right. But let's go ahead. Let's slap on the GoPro and hope that this thing doesn't explode. Maybe we can run some NOS pulls if everything's looking good. Maybe, maybe not, because I don't know, dude. It might blow up. It's a sad day, man. But it's alive. It is alive, and that's what matters. Let's throw on the GoPros and let's rip it. Back at it again on the big Audi, baby. Hope this power steering isn't too bad. Oh, turn, bitch. Looking like Joe out here, not turning, dude. Might as well have a friggin' big bike if I can't steer. As if this bike isn't big. We checked the fuses, it's got power. Obviously, whenever you're going, it's fine, but whenever you start making them sharp turns, it's like it doesn't want to go. Oh, dude, I want to do a NOS run in this wet goop. We might have to. Honestly, I wonder what my NOS bottle will say. Oh, we gotta get this motor warmed up first. Let's get her warmed up for a second and we'll run a NOS hit. Let's do one run without NOS and one run with NOS and see the difference. Let's see. Right here ought to work. Should be able to get a decent little run. Looks like we might get a little traction. Definitely gotta be spinning, but there might be a little bit. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. I definitely think I'd get more hookup down here. It's a little sloppier. That's the problem with these big tires is you spin so much. All right, let's see if we have enough NOS left in here. Bottle might be cold, honestly. It's about 900. Let's open her up all the way. All right, let's purge it. Oh, that smells good. And 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. I didn't even hit much NOS to it. I literally stayed in the NOS for like the first 15 yards and let off of it. That is wild. I'm gonna stay in it just a little bit longer. All right, NOS hit. All right. Let's run it. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Woo! This is a bad bitch, boys. I mean, dude, it's a different animal. Like, I want to put NOS on my small bikes now. Holy, that is stupid.
The motor sounds healthy.
Oh, it sounds great. We got enough for another hit. Oh, we're gonna save it. We do have another bottle at the house. I'm surprised we've got as many hits as we have out of this NOS bottle. Just seems fine. Let's throw her in the swamp. Dude, I don't think I would tell you, nobody's been in the swamp in forever. Oh man, I forgot. The dude put bees all around the swamp. We're gonna have to watch those bees. Let's throw her in 4-wheel drive. She's locked in. I hope I don't even get my feet wet. That's the goal. So this trench right here is the deep, deep spot. Then all that's real good thick mud. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Let's just see what happens. Oh my gosh. Dude, it smells so bad. That ain't bees, is it? There's bees over there. Oh, they ain't happy already. There's bees right there and bees right there. I feel like we can't ride without making the neighbor mad. And this is actually the neighbor's swamp. Now, they haven't cared that we've been riding it, but now they've got bees around it. We kind of got to watch ourselves. I'm going to send it. No NOS, though. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Woo! Oh man, that's cold water. This thing feels healthier now that we've sunk it. Go over here into this mud. Whoa. 2-wheel drive. This throttle does stick a little bit when you're making right-hand turns. Shit makes me nervous, bro. This stuff right here, so this little line, dude, this place is so small. But like, okay, so we got the deep trench right there. We got this run we'd always make, which is really thick stuff right here. We got that little run we'd make, and then this cut through. That's it. That's the entire backyard swamp. We're gonna pin it out that way. Hit this old line. Turn low and send it. Holy shit! Oh my goodness! Every time I ride this bike, I'm like, holy cow. Alright, one more run before the bees get pissed. We'll just do a little slow. I can't see shit. We gotta build jumps into the other swamp, not the new property. That's what we've been missing over there. Some freaking jumps. Little low hit, and let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That is wild. She's back. Literally, this thing was sunk last video. All right, one more jump before we piss off the bees. Woo! This is why that hole's gotten so deep. This big bitch going through there. Now, as you guys know, I got out of the riding scene for a while, and one of the reasons was, A, I feel like I've done everything in the riding scene. Like, I mean, we've had the big four-wheelers, we've had the small four-wheelers, we had the big four-wheelers with small tires, we had the small four-wheelers with big tires. I mean, we've done a lot. I mean, dually and freaking Hondas and all kinds of stuff. Floating 300s across freaking huge ponds. Hell, I even put that 300 in the pool one time. And so, I'm not gonna lie, doing that every single day of your life for 4 or 5 years, I definitely needed a little bit of a break, and I had a little bit of a break. Also, one of the things that kind of had me step away is because it wasn't the same anymore, and I didn't want to bring y'all bullshit content. I wanted to do stuff that I actually enjoyed. And I just felt like it wasn't right for me to sit there and post content that, you know, I did not enjoy myself. A lot of my friendships in the off-road industry kind of got a little weird, being the whole, you know, YouTube, social media thing. Stuff gets a little weird. All right, friendships, so you start looking at them a little bit differently when people start asking for different things. And at this point, it's kind of like, it is what it is, dude. I don't care. I'm just here to ride, and I'm hoping a lot of the other boys that have channels that do riding videos, that have rode with me and that have built channels with me, that they want to get back into riding and just rip it and turn it back into something freaking fun. Like literally back where we were just going out as boys, just having a hell of a time in mud holes and ponds. But you know, even the testing stuff's fun. We are testing right now. I'm gonna take it a little easy because this pond is really deep right now. We've had a shitload of rain. I mean, she's submerged. We're up to the airbox. Things good. I think we're solid. We've run the NOS. We've hit the swamp. We've hit the pond. I think the bike's good. That's gonna be a sad day when this motor goes, I tell you what. But hey man, they don't last forever. All we can do is keep fixing it and keep rebuilding it and trying to take it easy on this thing. Because the last bike where I said it's the Sin unit, everyone knows good damn well that thing lasted about 8 hours of riding. And it was freaking totaled. I mean, it was ruined. We'll check that oil here in a second, but I think she's good. She is running very, very healthy. I think it's good. I mean, it sounds good. I don't know if it's smoking any at all, but we'll let her cool off for just a minute and we'll check that oil. But I've also, after seeing Joe's bike, like one of the things that's I hate about the riding community is everyone's always trying to big dick each other. And me and Joe, we've had this conversation. Like, we're just here for a good time. We're just out to ride. But even in the comments, like a lot of you guys are, oh gosh, there's water in there. A lot of the fans and viewers to everybody's, you know, is always picking sides and trying to trash other content creators, and at the end of the day, it's like, look y'all, it ain't about that. This is about riding and having a good time. There wasn't hardly any water in that. I think we're good, dude. Let's go. Well, if you guys want to see this thing get sent and sunk, I mean just sent again, we definitely need to go back to the property. The only thing that keeps me from hitting water at like 30-40 mile an hour and just smack skimming it is it's so big, the power steering's just not there. Like, you guys know I'll take a stock bike and hit water. We hit it at 65 miles an hour in that pond. But with this bike, it's so sketchy because he's so big. Now, you know, hitting it at 20 or something, it's not that crazy, but just the fact that this thing's so huge, and a lot of times you don't have good run-ups where you're getting bucked and bounced. Those handlebars get ripped out of your hands. It's gonna be a bad day. But I don't know. I almost wonder if we should put this thing on small tires and just let her rip. See what happens. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, please smash the thumbs up, hit the like, subscribe. We're coming back with some mudding content. We're actually going tomorrow to pick up a new bike. Stay tuned, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.